New Bio is interested in suppliers and producers of woody biomass as well as end users. Energex is a leading manufacturer of wood pellets from wood residues, so we wanted to see what we could learn from their success. We met with Bruce Lisle, who answered our questions and gave us a tour of the plant.
My name is Bruce Lisle. I am the President, CEO of Energex. I'm also the founder of the company. We've been making wood pellet fuel now for 20 years and about 20 days. I've also been a director of the Pellet Fuels Institute for about 18 years. I was its president for 4. And right now I actually co-chair the Government Affairs Committee. Our company started in 1993 when we took over a pellet plant in Lac-Mégantic, Quebec. And it's the second oldest wood pellet plant in North America. One of the reasons that we came here to Juniata County is its strategic location next to wood, where the wood residues are, and also in regards to its access to markets, because from this particular plant, we service even to lower New England from here. We process, probably over a couple 100,000 tons of material a year here. We, as the pellet fuel industry, are waste energy, because what we process here is wood residues. Stick stoves will always be part of our society. Pellets are a natural progression. We go out, we pick up sawdust from sawmills, we pick up shavings from flooring, cabinet manufacturing, any secondary wood processor, and then we convert it to a usable energy.
We wanted to know what advantages and resources Bruce had access to when starting Energex, as well as the obstacles he had to overcome.
As a business model, when you're the first through the wall, it's always a little bloody. And, there's always a risk to it, because, again, there was no market for wood pellet fuel in the Northeast when we started. Now, the business had started in the West, and we saw the growth in the West Coast markets. And so we knew that we could duplicate that in the East, because in the East, there's actually a higher concentration of homes that, especially in the northern New England areas, that burn wood. And again, as the population ages, we're looking for more convenient options. The beauty of our industry is right now we're heating 1 million homes in America, and guess what? We hardly use any government money at all. I think the major obstacles are obviously raw materials. As you can see behind me, you can see these huge piles of residues out there. And if those residues slow up like they did in 2007 and 8, then we have to adapt to another material source. So that's a big one. In siting a pellet plant to make the market grow, the first thing you look at is raw materials. With wood residues, which is what we do, sawdust, chips, shavings, things along those lines, we're solely dependent upon the economic climate around us. So we have to, as pellet producers, adjust to our markets.
We were curious who Energex mainly sell their wood pellets to, and also what types of new markets are entering the pellet industry.
We mostly sell to retailers, specialty retailers, hearth shops, fireplace shops. Those are our primary customers. They're the heart and soul of this industry. These are the people that go out and they sell the pellet appliances day in and day out, and we provide them fuel. Now, over time, as the market has changed, and as the market has gotten larger, other retailers have gotten involved in it, the big boxes, and we actually supply them also. Now this company has developed a bulk delivery system called Pellet Express, where we'll come to your house with a truck and fill up your bin, blow it in, give you a ticket like you would a fuel oil or a propane dealer, and go away. And forget about the plastic bags, and now you're getting your fuel in bulk. And what that does is that takes us more into the mainstream. I think the exciting markets coming up right now are central heating. And I also call it not just central heating, but commercial applications. Right now, we've been heating a school, not a local school, but another school about an hour or so away from here, that's burning wood pellets. They don't have the option of natural gas at this point. This school district we're looking at, from what I understand, is they used to burn chips. Now they went to pellets, and they don't have to have one person there monitoring the thing, so they can reduce the school district's costs. So we see those options of getting and expanding in that market, because right now the technology, i.e. the boilers and the furnaces available to that are there. The equipment out there to burn pellets is so mainstream right now. Obviously you load up, you load into a bin, it's automatically augered in. If you have a good burner, it has an automatic ash removal. And so it's very convenient to use.
Knowing that Energex is one of the most successful pellet producers on the East Coast, we asked Bruce what it takes to make it in the pellet industry and how his operation works.
There's three, what I call pillars that make a pellet business. One is raw materials, the other is production, and the third thing, which is the most important, is market. And if you can get all three of those cylinders knocking at the same time, you will have a successful pellet business. These pellet plants basically are, the major process is size reduction, dehydration, and densification. And in the pellet mill, using an extrusion process, we push that wood fiber through a round die. So under very high pressure and temperature, we reactivate the natural lignin in the wood that holds the pellet together. There's no glues that hold pellets together, it's all natural. And so that pellet squirts out of there, out of the die, at which point in time it's very hot because it's just gone through the process. So we cool it, get rid of the fines, and put it in a silo and then package it. It's a very simple process. Getting it to work 93% of the time, 24/7, that's a challenge.